I've just taken delivery of my Wisper 905 torque electric bike, and I have to say that I am pretty happy. This is my first electric bike, and after spending several hours researching the internet, reading reviews and test riding a few electric bikes, this is what I chose. This is a 2016 model, however it is brand new with full warranty, and I managed to get it for £299 less than RIP, which I don't think is too bad. I actually used saving to buy the bigger battery, and I still have £100 left over. I had the rack changed to a 2017 model to increase the number of rack bags and panniers I can use with it, and I also had the pedals changed to folding pedals so it will sit in the bike carrier better. Other than that, it's totally standard. So this is the first ride on my new Wisper 905 torque electric bike. Battery's on, the assist power is set to 4, so let's get going and see what it can do. The first thing you notice is there's a massive surge of power as soon as you set off, right up to 15 miles an hour. And then once you hit that speed, the engine cuts out, which is got to do by law, which is a bit of a shame, but it gets you up to that speed very, very quickly. Pretty impressive, really. Right, up to a junction, leave it in power 4. This is a nasty junction. Traffic comes down here fairly fast. Right, let's go. Once again, there's that surge of power up to 15. And once you hit 15, the motor kind of turns itself off, which you'd expect. It's a strange feeling, it's like you hit treacle or something. Anyway, knocking along about 16.8 miles an hour. It's actually quite fast. Right, to keep up the power, the instructions say to put it into F mode, so the cadence sensor kicks in rather than the torque sensor. So that's what I've done. Still knocking along at 18.3 to 18.6 miles an hour, not too bad. Right, we're now approaching a very slight downhill section here. Let's see what sort of speed we can get. 18.8, 19, 18.8, around 18.8 to 19 miles an hour. Not too bad, especially given this is effectively a mountain bike that weighs 25 kilos. I won't be beating any road cyclists on this, but hey, 80 miles an hour, I'm pretty happy. Right, very gradual incline here. Knock the power down to 4. .8, the motor's still not kicking in. Whew. Pretty much out of pocket. Someone told me electric bikes are easy. You still have to put the effort in. Right, we're knocking along at 16. Let's try and turn the power off here. Right, no assist. 16.5-ish miles an hour. Coming to a nice downhill section. Let's go for a bit of speed again. 20 miles an hour, which on a mountain bike with tyres this fat isn't that bad at all. 21. Back down to 19, 80. As the road slightly inclines again. Just over 20 mile an hour isn't that shabby. Ooh. Looking out a gear or two. Right, I'm under 14 miles an hour. Let's put the power back on. And there's that surge of power again. Up to 15, where it suddenly hits treacle again and stops. Brilliant. Overall, I've got to say the ride on this is quite pleasant. Seat's not too bad. I suppose the seat isn't the most comfortable, but then what bike seat is, and I'm not wearing any padded shorts at all. Still knocking along at about 15.5-ish miles an hour. Once again, I'm not going to break any speed records here, but I'm happy with it. It'll do for me. Strange how you can keep feeling the motor kick in and surge and then stop. Just shows my inconsistency with speed and power, I suppose. Hopefully the footage isn't too bad on my GoPro 4. It's another one of my new toys I bought just for this bike to record what I do on it. Unfortunately the only mount I've got is the chest mount. How well it's working I don't know, because obviously I haven't used it yet before. As I said, hopefully the video footage won't be too bad, and nor will the audio. Hopefully you can hear what I'm doing and what my thoughts are on this. Right, I think I'm around 2.5-ish to 3 miles into the ride. Hasn't taken that long. I should have timed it, but didn't. And whilst I'm a little bit out of breath at times, I'm not as bad as what I would be if I hadn't had this bike. Gotta love the rush hour traffic. So many idiots on the road. Anyway, knocking along at about 15.5-ish miles an hour. With not that much effort actually. Quite surprised. I'm the first to admit my fitness isn't there yet. I've had a long time off and bought this to get back into cycling. And rather than busting my gut on a non-electric bike, I thought I'd invest in one of these to see if I could get there any quicker and any easier. But even if my fitness doesn't improve on this, it is really good fun to ride. The surge of power which keeps coming on and then stopping is bizarre though. Still doing around 15. At this point the motor shouldn't even be working. So if I'm knocking along at 15 odd miles an hour on a bike that weighs 25 kilos, plus however much I weigh, which is a fair few kilos as well, it's quite a respectable speed. Then I should be able to keep it there, because every time it dips below, the power will kick back in again and then give me that little boost I need, like there. I have to admit, I was a little bit concerned about the weight of this bike and what would happen if the battery ever died and I was out on it, whether I'd be able to get it back home. Let's switch the power off, shall I, just for a bit and find out. Right, the assist is 0. We're doing around 14.5, 14.6 miles an hour. It's pretty hard work. There is a slight headwind. Yeah, the speed's dropping, which, like I said, is to be expected. My fitness, it just isn't there anymore. It'll get back though, and I'm hoping this bike will be the machine to do it for me. Right, let's put some power back on and get it back up to 15. There we go. Simple as that. A few buttons. Back up to 15.7. Can't grumble at that. Right, I think here will be a convenient place to turn around, or somewhere up here. So let's just stop it. Thanks for watching. I won't bother recording my journey home. Hopefully from this clip you would have know, or will now know, what I think of this bike, how good it is, and how much fun I'm going to have with it. Thanks for watching.